Our page is almost complete. Let's add some finishing touches to the images to make the design really come together. I'm previewing the web page in my browser right now. The first problem I notice is this extra space on the left and right side of my carousel images. If I resize my browser to about tablet size, the problem goes away, but I notice another problem. Now my thumbnail images have extra space on the left and right side. So what I want is for all of these images to expand to fit the full width of their containers at every screen size. We can easily do this with CSS. In Dreamweaver, expand Live View and click on one of the images in the carousel. Make sure the heads-up display in Live View shows the Image Element tag. Next, click the Add Class ID button and add .image-fill as the class name. Press Enter and add it to the styles.css file. Sometimes I find it easier to see the styling options by displaying the CSS Designer panel in a two-column layout. I'll select the left edge of the CSS Designer and drag it until there are two columns. In the CSS Designer panel, select the new Image Fill class. Now, in the Layout category, set the width to percentages 100%. What we've just done is state that this image should fill 100% of the width of its container. Now that we've specified this class, all we need to do is apply it to all the other images on our page. Click to scroll through the slideshow and select the second image. Use the Add Class ID button to apply the Image Fill class selector. Finally, do the same for the third image. Next, add the same class to each of the three thumbnail images. 1, 2, and 3. Save the page and refresh the browser to check your changes. Now, when we resize the window, all of the images fit their containers just like I want them. So the next thing I'd like to fix is this extra spacing on the left and right side of the whole page. It's most evident in the carousel and footer section. I think it would look a lot nicer if these sections stretched the entire width of the page. Again, we can do this easily with CSS. In Dreamweaver, re-enable the DOM panel by going to Window, DOM. In the DOM panel, find the div just after the body tag. The div contains the class called Container Fluid. This is the container around the whole page. It was the first element we ever set up, and it's the one that contains the extra white space we want to remove. In Live View, you'll see the heads-up display for the container. First, add a new ID of #wrapper. Once again, choose to add it to the styles.css file. In the CSS Designer, highlight the new wrapper selector and find the Layout section. Scroll down to find padding. Set the left and right padding to 0 pixels. Save the CSS and refresh the browser. Now you can see there's no padding around the design. It spans the entire width of the page. So let's make one final adjustment to this page. The thumbnail section stretches the full width of the page, but just like the article section earlier, I think it would look a lot better if it wasn't quite so wide. Using the DOM panel again, select the row that contains the thumbnail images. You may have to expand some sections in the DOM to find it, but you're looking for a div with a class called row that's just after the article tag. Now, open the Insert panel and under Bootstrap Components, select the Container component. When Dreamweaver prompts you, select to wrap this container around the row. You can see this container automatically provides some white space around our thumbnail images. Save your changes and refresh your page in the browser. Now the thumbnail section is centered and it's got some breathing room on both sides. So congratulations! You have just finished building a page using the responsive design features in Dreamweaver CC 2015. Thank you for your time. We hope you learned some interesting things. If you'd like to learn more about Dreamweaver, visit helpx.adobe.com/dreamweaver/tutorials. And as always, please provide your feedback for this tutorial below. Your comments help us improve our tutorials. Thanks.